Welcome to this week's episode of MSU Inside Out. I'm one of your hosts, Jamie Council.
And I'm your other host, Juan Vidal. We have really good packages like we do every week coming up. Word on the Street has some food court fun with some of the students around campus. And Chris and I put on our pistol shooting pants on another Inside Outdoors.
Well, I'm excited to find out what those are all about later in the show. And we also have some great interviews. Jesse, in a second, will be talking to the head coach, the new head coach, Tyler Hughes, and that I was watching ESPN and they had a story on that. And then also Kyler will be talking to Matt Maldonado about Project Gatsby, a fundraiser for the Domestic Violence Center this weekend.
Yep, and speaking of the new football coach, the struggles of the Beaver football team has been documented nationally and locally for the past few months, especially with our football coach named at the beginning of the year, or the beginning of the season, Todd Hoffner, went back to MSU Mankato. Well, Jossie Rosfeld is live in the Beaver Dam with our new coach, Tyler Hughes.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm here with the head coach of Minot State football, Coach Hughes. First of all, Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Now, Coach, you came into this program right after they've gone through a very unique situation with Coach Hoffner. Considering that situation, what was it that led you to take this job?
Well, this is a place I always wanted to be. I had some great conversations over this past week with Mr. Hedberg, our athletic director. I feel like this is a school that can do some fantastic things in terms of football. I think the school has got a great academic program. There's a great community here. From what I've seen in this first week, in terms of walking around on campus and meeting some of the students, there's a lot of good folks here. And the kids that are here in the program right now, there's some good folks here as well. So I think we can do some really great things. I felt really strongly about that before I got here, and I feel validated in that thinking since I've been here.
Okay, now, Coach, I know a lot of us around here are familiar with the Hoffner situation. Did you follow it when you were down in Virginia?
You know, you hear different things. I didn't follow it very closely. I had plenty of things going on where I was at, and I was trying to stay as focused as I could be on my current circumstances. So, you know, you hear a few different things. I don't necessarily have an opinion on what happened. I don't know all the details. For me, I just feel fortunate to be here. You know, however it happened, I'm fortunate to be the head football coach here at the school, and fortunate for the administration in believing in me. So. Like I said, I don't really know much about it. You know, very, very few details have ever been given to me, and I don't think it really makes too big of a difference.
Okay, so Coach, being that the situation is so unique, what mindset did you want to come in to set with the team?
Well, you know, whether I came in this situation or any other for that matter, I've always felt that being positive with our players and developing a great relationship with them is important. So I've tried to do that in my first couple of days on the job. I do recognize that for them, there might be some hurt feelings about how everything did transpire. But at the same time, I feel like I'm just trying to be myself, being the coach that I know I can be. And for me, what I want to see out of our kids is just for them to continue to develop confidence in themselves and one another. We're in the middle of spring football, so I want to see their fundamentals continue to improve. I've seen some good things just in the few days that I've been here. And that's ultimately where I'm at with the kids, is just get confident, get believing in one another, and let's have a positive environment where we can do some really great things.
All right, you mentioned spring football. I know we have the spring game coming up here real soon. What should we be looking forward to, not only in this spring game next Friday, but also in the upcoming season?
Well, the spring game is going to be a great event. I mean, our athletic department and some folks on campus and within the community have done some great things to try to get the event organized and do a great job. There'll be food, there'll be live music, entertainment. It's going to be a great event. I know our kids will look forward to that and play really well. And then by the time we get to the fall, we're looking for a really competitive team that plays together, that cares about one another, cares about the university. And those are the pieces that I'm looking for right here and going forward in the future.
All right, thanks again, Coach, for joining us. Again, that's Coach Hughes, the new head coach of Minot State University football. Back to you guys in the studio.
Hey, thanks, Jesse. New football coach, Todd Hughes. You just heard him first on MSU Inside Out. And speaking of football, I actually have Katrina Lyons, and I know you don't play football, but you are planning a tailgate party for this upcoming spring game. That's going to be Friday, May 2nd at 5 o'clock. Why did your class feel the need to have a tailgate party for the spring football game?
Well, we just kind of decided that with all of the controversy going, on around the football team and you know, the different changes the football team's going through. We thought that they just needed that little boost, that little morale, and we thought that with this end of the year, with, you know, the scrimmage going on, a lot of people don't usually attend, so we thought we might put together a tailgating event like we usually have in the fall that's going to bring more people out, that's going to show the boys that not only the school supports them, but the community's going to rally around them with everything that's going on, and that they really can, you know, take this new coach and, you know, go head on with it.
Well, during a fall tailgate party, we expect to see bouncy castles and barbecue, fun for kids and adults. What is the atmosphere going to be like at this spring tailgate party?
It's going to be exactly the same. You know, Muse Do It Best Lumber and Hardware just donated a giant 3-in-1 bouncy castle for us, so that's going to go up. We have lots of barbecue food coming in. The coaches actually volunteered to, you know, cook brats. We're bringing in, you know, chips, drinks, snacks, other things like that. Clubs on campus are going to host different booths like we always do in the fall. And so they'll bring in their own games like cornhole and face painting and that kind of thing. And then from there, we've been talking with different businesses and seeing what they kind of want to do and where they want to go with it. You know, just kind of get them involved.
Real quick, how accepting was the organizations and everybody to this idea? I mean, it's kind of new. It's kind of a, you know, you're kind of spearheading this. How did they feel?
Everyone's been really great about it. You know, like I said, with everything that's been going on, everyone knows that the football team has been kind of thrown through the hoop here. And so they definitely want to just rally around them and let them know that, you know, hey, it's not just about the fall. It's not just about this new year. You know, we want you guys to get hyped for that next semester, you know, spend the summer knowing that, you know, next year we're going to still be here for you. So everyone's been really great.
Well, thank you so much, Katrina. That sounds like a great time. Hopefully everybody can make it. That's going to be Friday, May 2nd at 5 o'clock. It's going to be where the regular tailgate parties are normally are, right beside the Dome. And that's preluding to the spring football game, which, of course, you know, has a whole new coaching staff and a whole new look. And going into that, we are going to go into campus news here. Chris has a few news stories with us. There's lots of stuff going on campus, huh?
I do, yeah. We have a lot of good stuff coming up. We have Matthew Maldonado on later on, so I have a couple stories that he's involved in. Speaking about bouncy castles, those are the best part of the fall tailgating, so I'd always take part in those after everyone left. No one could watch us, though. All right. Ward is trying out a new profession this week. One lucky group of students gets treated to a special service in this week's Ward on the Street.
Hi, I'm Ward with Ward on the Street. This week, with the help of Sodexo, I just met 4 random students, and we're going to go ahead and give them a special luncheon experience. Hello there. So, welcome to our special lunching experience here. We're all about making this as fancy today. If you have anything that you might want, any refills or something, I can sure get that for you.
I have an apple juice.
An apple juice? Yeah, I'll be right back here. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, look, there's some right here. Here we go. I'll set that just right there for you. Other than that, enjoy your meals. Who do we have here?
Crystal.
Crystal?
Christina.
Crystal, Christina.
Deborah.
And Gigi. Okay, nice. So certainly enjoy your meals and enjoy some of the nice serenading music that we don't actually have here with us today, but it's going to be in the background. It's going to be lovely too. Among your Sodexo lunch experiences, how would you rate this meal, kind of, you know, with all those?
I'd just say about an 8.
About an 8? Good solid 8 right there? Awesome. KMSU Channel 19, on Ward on the Street.
Next week, Ward and Chris will be testing the knowledge of students with trivia of MSU's 100 years. Project Gatsby is taking place Saturday. Audra Myerchen's Campaigns and Strategies class has been working hard all semester to put together the event. Project Gatsby is raising money for the new Domestic Violence Crisis Center in Minot. The theme encourages 1920s formal attire as seen in the 2013 Great Gatsby movie. The event will be held in Sports on Tap basement from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. and ages 18 and older are invited. All proceeds will be donated. A student-produced film will be premiering Friday in MSU's Ann Nicole Nelson Hall. Cryption, produced by Matthew Maldonado, features Minot State University students and faculty. The doors open at 6 p.m. The premiere will feature art displays, food and drinks, and musical performances from local artists. The movie has been in production since January 2013, and filming began 5 months ago. Matthew will be entering the movie into the Sundance Film Festival and the Cannes Film Festival. We actually have Matthew Maldonado in the Batcave with Kyler. So, Kyler, take it away.
A little party never kill nobody. That's the slogan of an event being put on here by a Minot State class. And here to tell us a little bit about that event is a student from that class, Matt Maldonado. Thanks for joining me today, Matt.
Oh, anytime.
Okay, now I was talking about the event. That is a dance being put on this Saturday, 9 to 1. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the dance?
Okay, so the dance is going to be based around the movie of Great Gatsby, kind of following that same party aspect. And so 1920s formal attire is encouraged. And then we also have some live music going on. We have a great DJ, Fat Master Q. He's going to be putting on the great performance that night. So we're also going to have food, free drinks, or not free drinks. We're going to have specialty drinks, excuse me. And that's both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. So
You talk about non-alcoholic and alcoholic. How is that going to work with, if it's 18 plus, how is 21-year-olds going to drink?
21-year-olds, you will get a bracelet that will end up, you'll wear it the rest of the night, and then that'll be your kind of access, your key to get in, and that way you can kind of show security that you're legit to be able to drink. So.
Sounds like a very busy process. How long have you guys been working on this project?
We've been working on it since January, actually. That's when we started coming up with the idea, and we decided to do a dance. So we decided to go through with it and chose Great Gatsby as our theme.
Okay, there you have it. It's a dance this Saturday at the Sports on Tap basement, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Make sure you check it out. But that's not the only thing going on. We have Matt is actually also his movie Cryption that he directed and produced is debuting tomorrow in Ann Nicole Nelson Hall. So you should also check that out. Thanks for joining me today, Matt.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thank you, Kyler. It's awesome hearing from Matt Maldonado. He's very involved in part of the Gatsby, making movies, all the above.
Cryption sounds like it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I actually saw the trailer for that.
Did you? Was it good?
Yeah, he's been doing this for a while. He kind of shared his background, and he's been doing this since he was like 12 and messing around with movie trailers, and this will be his second full movie he made.
Well, it's that time for the middle of the show. It's time for the break. Coming up, we have a new Life clothing brand by King Dizzy. We get a player perspective on the new head football coach. And round one of the NBA playoffs is underway. Leon has updates on the other side of the break.
Thank you to our underwriters.
Walmart. At Walmart, you can save money so you can live better.
MSU Hockey Club, the 2013 ACHA Men's Division I National Champions. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
Western Pacific Crane and Equipment, the authorized dealer for Manitowoc, Grove, and National Crane.
The Center for Extended Learning. Our mission is to provide flexible, accessible, and quality lifelong learning opportunities.
All-American Trophies. Established in 1983, located on South Broadway for all your trophy and screen printing needs.
The Pita Pit. Sandwiches, soup, and salad. Fresh thinking, healthy eating.
Art Main. Women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies, located on Main Street.
Midwest Oil Jobs. Brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest under one roof to connect like-minded individuals.
Creative Property Management. Over 45 years of experience in managing properties and helping tenants find the right home.
MSU Athletic Department, NCAA Division II, promoting good character and a positive experience. Red Rising.
MSU Red and Green, Minot State University's official student-run newspaper.
Digital Office Center. Offices located in Minot and Bismarck. Provides the complete line of Xerox equipment, supplies, and services.
Buffalo Wild Wings, Wings, Beer, Sports. Located on South Broadway across from Walmart.
Be seen, be heard on the Alshire, Black Box, and Amphitheater stages. MSU Theater, where we tell the world's stories.
MSU Art Department, stimulating creativity campus-wide by providing exhibitions and art events.
Fiancé Bridal, located downtown Minot, and now you can shop online.
NDAD, help for people with disabilities and health challenges. Pepsi of Minot, the local Pepsi Cola bottling company serving the North Dakota areas of Minot, Dickinson, Devil's Lake, Bottineau, and Hettinger.
Rick's Jewelry, where you'll shimmer and shine.
Watney Realtors, a full-service real estate agency handling residential, commercial, and investment properties.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer, located in the Beaver Ridge Plaza.
RL specializes in creating custom-made vintage mod children's and baby clothes.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, good time to be together.
KCJB AM, 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
KIZZ FM, Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
97 Kicks FM, today's hot new country.
KZPR FM, Minot's rock station, 105.3 The Fog.
KMXA FM, Minot's best music mix, Mix 99.9.
SOS Image, improving the health and self-esteem of every client.
Grizzlies, the place for wood-fried food, friends, and family.
We're back here on MSU Inside Out. Coming up, I have my interview with a football player, getting a perspective from a player's standpoint about the whole coaching situation. Leon's going to go a little bit more in depth in sports, and then also a look at weather, kind of wacky weather we've been having lately.
Yep, we also have Inside Outdoors coming up in entertainment news, and I tell you what, my right ear specifically is still ringing just a little bit, just a little bit from this morning.
And I'm looking forward to hear what kind of pants did you say?
Pistol shooting pants.
Pistol shooting pants. I'm looking forward to hear what that's all about.
I don't know much about pistol shooting pants, but I can tell you something else. Holsters, bullets, and guns. Oh my! This week on MSU Inside Outdoors, Juan Vidal and Chris Price show us how to properly fire their pistols.
On today's Inside Outdoors, we're at the Chris Price shooting range. We're going to have a little fun, Wild West style.
With shotguns and rifles being used for hunting, the pistol is mainly used for personal protection, but they sure are fun to shoot at a range. We have 2 pistols to show you today.
This is a Ruger single-action 22 caliber pistol. My girlfriend's dad bought it in high school. It's a nice trail gun and is really fun to shoot.
Single action means you have to pull the hammer back before each shot. These small caliber pistols are perfect for clearing potentially dangerous critters from your livestock, such as snakes, porcupines, and skunks. This old model is a little slow to load, but extremely durable. Let's switch to a pistol that is much newer and a much bigger caliber.
This is a Smith & Wesson 38 revolver. It's the pistol I carry hiking, and actually it's really good for self-defense.
This pistol is semi-automatic, which means you just pull the trigger for the next shot. Remember to treat every firearm as if it were loaded. Keep your fingers off the trigger till ready to shoot, and always know what's behind your target. Stray rounds and ricochets can travel miles to cause unknown damage.
That concludes another Inside Outdoors. It was a fun one today. Join us next week for our centennial episode.
Juan and Chris will look back at North Dakota Outdoors 100 years ago in next week's MSU Centennial Show. A new clothing line is on the rise in the Minot area. Marcel Brinson talks to local artist King Dizzy about his new brand.
AJ Winston is more than just your normal college student. He goes to class, he writes music, and he started his own clothing line.
Dizzy does it! Hey! It's a very influential thing around here on campus. I see a lot of people wearing it. It's a very dynamic brand. You know, it definitely has a positive effort behind it too, which is very important.
The hard work, you know, it definitely reflects on the Life brand. Like for me, I see it because I see everything that's going on behind the scenes, all the work that goes into it. Whereas if someone else is to see the Life brand, they just see the life, but they don't see the behind the scenes, like how things get to where they are.
It means a lot to see like so many people supporting what I do, you know. Like I really appreciate that and don't take it for granted because, you know, I never really grew up having that, you know, especially with my music. You know, it's hard to find supporters in venues. And then I come out here in Minot, everybody's just so nice, you know, welcoming, not selfish at all. I'm always wearing it, you know, because I love it. And you know, when I go to performances, you know, I always have my Life shirt just to represent what I do. Right now, we're in the process of setting up a website, but you can email me at itsdiz@gmail.com or Facebook, or just contact me through my cell phone if you have it. And, you know, I'll get you a shirt ordered and we can make it happen.
And that Life brand even made me look good. Reporting for KMSU Channel 19, I'm Marcel Brinson.
To learn more about the Life clothing brand, visit King Dizzy on Facebook or talk to him at one of his shows, which is actually going to be this weekend at Project Gatsby. I know we talked about it a lot today, but it's something that we're all looking forward to. Marcel, thanks again for that package.
Anytime.
And Jamie, are you going to Project Gatsby?
I am. I'm still looking for feathers, but I have a dress, so I'm looking forward to that.
All right,
and
I'll see you there.
I will see you there. Joining me now is Marcel Brinson, going to be a junior come fall and a linebacker for Beaver football. So first off, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
And I know I'm used to seeing you behind the camera. You're very involved over here. But we're talking about football, your involvement in that. It's been kind of a crazy ride, especially these last few weeks between spring football going on and, of course, the whole coaching situation. How has the team handled getting a new coach, then losing the coach, and then having a new coach in here? So how has the team handled this whole situation?
Well, at first, of course, everyone was mad about, you know, the whole Coach Hoffner leaving and whatnot. But then once we found out he left, we had a meeting in the locker room, just us players. We all came together and we realized that we really can't worry about what he's doing and about like what he's doing over there at Mankato. We have to worry about what we can control. Mm-hmm. And what we can control is working out hard, practicing hard, and getting ready for the season come fall.
Yeah, because it was kind of weird timing because you guys were right in the middle of spring. And since then, Jesse interviewed Tyler Hughes earlier, your brand new head coach. How has he stepped in and taken on the head coach role?
Of course, it was a little different because we had Coach Hoffner in the beginning of spring, and now we have a new coach. But he stepped in pretty good. He's definitely kind of falling back just because he needs time to get back into the swing of things, and we have to meet him. He has to meet us. But I just met with him today. He's definitely a family man. He's definitely a great guy. He definitely wants to be successful, and he's definitely very religious. And I feel like he would be a great fit for us.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I have a Mormon coach too, because I know over Easter I was over at my coach's house and he was talking about that. And then his interview earlier, he stressed being positive. But you have a whole bunch of a whole new coaching staff, so it's not just the head coach everybody focuses on. I know Coach Thomas has taken over for defense, which has more to do with you.
Yes.
So it's looking forward to hearing all about that. But that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining me. But again, that's Marcel Brinson, going to be a junior come fall for Beaver football. But Leon, this has also influenced you in a big way too.
It does have a lot to do with me also. In case you guys hadn't figured out by now, Minot State football has a new head coach. Again. Tyler Hughes is the 20th head coach in Beaver football history. Hughes will replace former head coach Todd Hoffner, who left to return to his former school, Minot State Mankato, after an arbitrator ruled he had the right to do so. Ironically, Hughes joins the Beaver coaching staff, leaving the head coaching position at Southern Virginia University after only 33 days. Hughes and the Beavers have had 2 practices together since his arrival. The annual Red and White Spring Game will be May 2nd at 7 p.m. at Herb Parker Stadium. Minot State softball will be in action Friday and Saturday against Augustana and Wayne State. Saturday's game against Wayne State are the Lady Beavers' final home game and final game for 5 MSU seniors. The Lady Beavers are 28-14 overall in the year and looking to stay hot at the plate leading into the NSIC tournament. Preseason conference MVP, senior left fielder Jen Dixon, is backing up the hype, hitting .383 with 12 home runs and 41 RBIs. Check out the Minot State Athletics website for the time and location of the games. The Beaver baseball team travels to Bismarck to play a 4-game series against rival University of Mary. Connor Mouton is looking to keep his strong season going. The senior catcher is hitting .301 at the plate with 23 RBIs. The Beavers will play their final home games of the season April 30th against Minnesota Crookston. The NBA playoffs features 3 matchups tonight, all with the series tied at 1-1. The highlight game of the night features the Los Angeles Clippers and the Golden State Warriors. Point guard play will be huge with NBA All-Stars Chris Paul and Steph Curry battling head-to-head. The Clippers blasted the Warriors in Game 2, but Golden State would take the command of the series by winning both games at home. The ball tips at 9:30 on TNT. The lone Eastern Conference playoff matchup tonight features the 1-seed Indiana Pacers at the 8-seed Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks upset the Pacers in Game 1, switching the home court advantage over to Atlanta. Indiana Pacers head coach Frank Vogel is rumored to be in danger of losing his job if the Pacers don't make it to the NBA Finals. The matchup kicks off tonight's slate of games at 6 on NBA TV.
I like your glasses.
Thanks. I figured, NBA playoffs has been a tradition the last few years for them to go on with the glasses with the no lenses, so I thought maybe it'd help me read the news better. But apparently I stuttered, so it didn't work.
Well, it was worth a try.
Was worth a try, and I like the frames that you use. The nice, kind of old lady, kind of zebra stripe kind of glasses. I like them a lot. They're nice.
Yeah, it's what I think about is old lady and zebras when I look at Leon.
Well,
just kidding.
It's
a new fashion
thing.
It is a new fashion.
I
like the look.
It's a new fashion. Well, our next segment of the show is weather. I mean, we've had all sorts of kinds of weather the past couple weeks. We've had nice days, we've had rainy days, and we've even had a couple inches of snow within the past week.
Yeah.
What do we have coming in the future for us?
Why don't we go over to the Weather Center and just check it out, all right? All right. So right now we have 59 degrees, which is comparable compared to what we've been getting. Mostly cloudy, but there's still a little bit of sun, so there's a little bit of ray of hope there. We have 6:30 sunrise and around 8:50 at sunset. Tonight, you're going to see that we have around 30s, upper 30s. It'll be kind of cold, it'll be a little chilly, and we'll have a little bit of cloud cover, but again, not too much. There's nothing to be worried about right now. It's just, that's how spring is in North Dakota. Tomorrow, though, you're going to see a little bit more of spring. 62, 64 degrees. These are beautiful temperatures, and we're getting down into the 30s and 40s, but they're high enough that there shouldn't be any problem with snow. Speaking of snow, though, of course, Friday night, we're going to start to see a little bit of rain. And why I said snow is because you shouldn't be worried about it. The temperature shouldn't get low enough to worry about it, but there is rain coming. And Friday or Saturday, we're going to be having a lot of rain all over the state. So, again, there's going to be a lot of rain on Saturday. If you're at the softball game, be ready for a lot of coats and galoshes. Sunday, we have about 43 degrees. It's going to be rainy. And then throughout the week, you'll see that we have rain on Monday, and we'll start to see a little bit of the sun again as we continue on through the week.
Hey, so the last trend has been for the past couple weeks, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, snow, rain. You never know what's going to happen.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
No snow.
Just no snow on the ground anyway. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no
Thank you.
All right, we have softball at home on Friday and Saturday.
Weather permitting, of course.
Weather permitting, of course.
And then also Saturday night, a little party never killed nobody. Gatsby kicks off at 9 o'clock in the bottom of Sports on Tap.
And then join us next week for our centennial episode. Minot State's been around for 100 years. That's all the show we have for today. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on MSU Inside Out this week.
Can't be tamed, no, for better or worse, a blessing or a curse. Long live this wild, wild love.